refer to this as is it's an extend the play drill. Big difference.
That's amazing. Yeah, I like that. And I always tell the guys like scramble, the scramble rules and all that. That's the best play in football, right? Because you know what's going on. They don't, right? Like any other play. But now you have just what's considered chaos for the defense is now, look, you guys are so, conditioned and taught and coached that this is just part of a play for you.
Correct. And I think you have to make sure that's you got to let them go out there. And as you know, Derek, just go up and down the field and play with you sitting in the stands. It's great. But I would say with this group of receivers we had, again, Datsy number 4, he's pretty special in terms of understanding space. RJ obviously has an incredible skill set, and some other guys developed. I would say that the kids next year are often younger. And I think we have a tight end that we're going to we have this kid, Michael DeGroat, coming back, who I think could be special. Nice. But my point is, I think some of the younger perimeter kids that are going to be sophomores again, I can advertise for Riverdale. I think there's a couple of kids there that are just really, really special. And they got some quarterbacks coming out of that freshman class too.
And Coach, not to go off topic, do you have to worry about those guys leaving?
No, I don't think so. I think, again, we do have enough legacies here. Like I can go through it. If 51's dad played at Riverdale, 56 is at Westlake. So, he was never going to leave, but 51's graduating. 54 is back. He's going to be a really good player. He's not going anywhere. 79 is another 3-year starter. He ain't going anywhere. And 50 is going to play sprint. So he's going to either
Caldwell
or St. Thomas Aquinas. Probably, I don't know which one he's going to go to.
We got to get him to Matt Sakis, Dave. We got to get him over there.
Yeah. So you can see so we're running this against PV, and again, it's the same kind of concept. And again, it's a kid's highlight film. It's amazing the passes you can make.
You run a ton of crosser concepts.
Yeah, I love crossers.
I think from the time I coached
mesh,
even in time, that's become a lot more of what you're doing. That's interesting.
Well, I know I saw Derek play. I never saw David play because I came the year after he finished high school. But one of the things is, we watch these guys on TV. But imagine David. Now I know Derek would like that. Gets the ball on the run, moving across the field, go play football. It's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
It's like getting an option pitch, and if the quarterback reads it right, you're not getting killed. But imagine David getting it on the move,
right?
All right, and catching the ball and being able to go play football. I mean, now that's scary.
Yeah, and that was always the thing when you had that super back or back that could go out there in that slot and run your mesh concepts, and you can get him that easy pitch catch, go do what you do, make that first guy miss, and now we're out the gates. It just adds a whole different level. I mean, now you could motion them out there, and now the defense is, there's just so many things you can do when you have that guy that can get in space or find space.
I originally did it when I had a kid at Glenrock who was pretty dynamic, a kid named Robbie Grammer.
He broke his leg. Listen, that's probably one of the reasons we won the game, for Christ's sake. But he was out there for the coin toss in a freaking boot. He broke his leg.
But if when he catch the ball in that,
I think against you, Dave, at Saddlebrook when you rides in that game.
You don't want to drag up bad memories here.
No, that's a bad memory. That's a bad memory for everybody.
Everybody.
And again, I think though when we get the ball to Robbie, I started seeing more teams do it. They're like, you know what? Saddlebrook would be a great example of that. Now all of a sudden you got Lucas Cuellar running.
Lucas Cuellar.
I mean, this is not fair.
They did it once when I was a junior in high school. There was a team that was better than us. We were playing, and just to they didn't think we could really block them effectively, and they just put me out in space. I had like 7 catches for like 180 or 190.
Well, I think the other thing
I never played it again, though. I never played slot again. But it was
I think the thing with the shallows is there's a few things. One, you can practice them. It does a few things because you can put cows on each side of the ball, have 2 quarterbacks. There's not a lot of stress on the quarterback's arm. Right. You can do it against pressure and practice, so the quarterback's got to work on pocket presence. Receivers start to understand space better, right? And here's the last thing. You can run the receivers into the ground because you got so many guys can run routes. So, and they all end up different. All right. So if you get the kid who understands how to pivot, and then you might find a guy who right now is running from the left to the right as you look here, and he's like, screw this, I'm going down the tracks, man.
Right.
You know? So you get all those things. But again, I mean, the kid just makes plays. I mean,
I want to do one more clip.